Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sativa Sean's videos. Um, Today, I want to talk about something that's, I know everyone always sees me with my Black Lives Matter patch, and I wear it every day. I got a little baby. She's black. She's a 2-year-old. But one thing I never talk about, and I want to talk about in this video, is that blue lives matter too. Okay. When I say blue lives, I mean police. Um, People get the wrong idea when you wear this Black Lives Matter patch that um, that's the only thing on our mind. No, it's just that it's never been on anyone's mind lately or since the beginning of our nation. So, like I said before, these words are true, but equally true is that blue lives matter. Police officers matter too. And I want people to not get it twisted. For this video, I want to talk about why police matter in our society. And there's three basic components. As you know, I always try to break things down as simple as possible because I'm not that smart and it's easier to understand anyway. Okay. Number one, police, they're us. They're us. I mean, there's a good chance that if you know a police officer, you know somebody that has a relative that's a police officer or somebody that's involved in law enforcement in some way. So I'm afraid that even though there's been a lot of craziness since George Floyd, we're starting to do to police officers what have been done to blacks since the beginning of time, or at least in the history of this country. And two wrongs don't make a right. Okay. So police are us. They're people too. They have feelings. They have families. They have rents to pay. They have mortgages to pay. They got student debt. They have family problems. They have girlfriend problems. They have legal problems. They get evicted. They have the same problems we have. So we have to remember that about police officers. Is that in essence, when you look at a police officer, he's no different than looking at one of your family members, or looking at one of your friends. He's us. He or she is us. They're made up of the community. They're not special. They're not homegrown special people that don't know what we're going through. They know exactly what we're going through. They just have a job to do. So remember that the police officers are also us. Okay. Number two, they're the law. I had my Range Rover stolen this year, and I got it back in 5 hours because a Metro police officer took time out of his day to look on LoJack and go track my car down, and I got my car back. Of course, they joyrode it and they messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. I got my car back. Luckily, nobody got shot or anything. It was just a recovery, but they did it in 5 hours. So my car was taken at 7. I got my car back at midnight. So they're the law. I mean, when things go badly, that's when we really want police officers. And that's what we have to remember. They're us and they're the law. When something goes badly, they're the only person that's going to come search down your car, try to find your child, try to find out who broke into your house. God forbid, solve a heinous crime. So they're the law. And without them, we would have chaos. Without the law, we would have people just walking into your house taking what they need, but they don't, do they? Because we have police officers. Okay. And then finally, and this is the simplest one, is this goes back to the first two. They're us and they're the law, and they need our support. They really do, man. More now than ever. I mean, I know I get people thanking me for my service all the time in the military. And for one small minute, when I got out of active service, I went to the National Guard. And at that time, there was only one National Guard unit called the 72nd Military Police. And I'm a paratrooper. I remember we used to jog down Long Street, be like, you can't spell wimp without MP. So we would just make jokes, right? It wasn't funny. When I got to the military police unit, I actually got deployed with them. And I realized when I was deployed with them, when I first got there, I looked at them as a bunch of cops, and I'm not a big fan of police. But when I was deployed with them, it brought me back to this. They're us. And we did a great job. It was a bad situation all around, and things didn't end that well. But they were great, not because of us, but because of just things went down badly over there. But they're us, and they're the law, and they did their job. They did their job as anybody else in the 82nd Airborne Division, and I was proud to call them my friends. On the transport back, I looked around at the guys in my unit. I was like, these are really good, salt of the earth guys, and they're National Guard. They didn't have to be there, but they were. And so I know I wear these Black Lives Matter patches all the time, and I always will, because I'm a real big believer in that. I'm all about social justice. But I also want you to remember too that I equally respect the police officers in Las Vegas. You know, I only know Vegas, and I've never had any problems with police here. I mean, they're good guys. They're just out there trying to do their job, and they deserve our support every chance we get. So, you know, on my behalf, if you see a police officer, thank him for his service because he is protecting us. And that's something we should all remember, that blue lives matter too. So remember that. Blue lives also matter. Okay, thanks. That's my public service announcement.